Well, I got in on this late. What were you were talking about Brazil, I take it. What was that experience like for you?
Yeah, it was really interesting. When the opportunity came about, at first I was hesitant, and I'm like, but then my mom kind of was like, okay, you should give it a shot. So I was like, okay, let's do it. And honestly, so happy I went. I had the time of my life, getting out of the community in Brazil and being able to experience something totally different like that. I'm blessed. The opportunity was great, and I would do it again.
Why were you hesitant on it at first?
The flight. I was just coming back from LA. I was in LA working out, getting a really good workout at Proactive in LA, and I didn't know what the competition was going to be like, or weightlifting wise, if I was going to be able to keep my same regimen going on. Which I made it work, and I just had a great time in general, so it was worth it.
What about the food and drink? Sometimes food is a big thing when you go to a foreign country.
Yeah, food was decent. They don't have any like Chick-fil-A or Chipotle. I asked the guy, the translator guy, I was like, y'all have Chick-fil-A or Chipotle? And he said, huh? Like, what is that? And I was like, okay, I guess not. But it was a lot of interesting food that I ate. I was just telling somebody that I had turkey heart. It was like interesting. It was like, yeah, we eat it all the time. And I was like, okay, I'll try it.
What did it taste like?
I don't know. It was a weird taste, but it was decent. It was like salty. I just put it like that. It was salty. And then they have this drink called guaraná. It's like an apple soda. It was really good.
What about from a basketball perspective?
Yeah.
How do you feel like the trip helped you?
The trip helped my confidence a lot. It wasn't easy. You think that like people in the U.S. play hard. It's a whole different level playing hard over there. I thought I played hard, but no, the people that we're playing against, the adults and teens that we're playing against, they play super hard. So it helped a lot. Super physical. But I was just working on my game, honestly, just trying to shoot threes, mid-range, face-up game, stuff like that, work on my jump hook. I use it as, just focus on myself and enhance my skills, put the stuff that I've been working on into a game.
How should we think of you put up big numbers, from what I understand. How should we think of that, you know what I mean? What should we draw from averaging 30 a game?
I didn't average 30, but I had 31 or twice. I mean, whatever you want to think of it. I mean, that's up to you. You can think what you want. I'm going to try to, obviously bring some of that back. Can't bring it all back because every team you have a role, and I'm going to do what's my role and try to do the best I can.
What did you think?
I had fun. I had a great time. I had fun. It showed me that I'm capable of some stuff. I just need to believe more in myself and stuff like that.
Has that been an issue, not believing in yourself enough?
I wouldn't say it's been an issue, but when it gets time to game, get in there and play, you kind of want to do what's the easiest, what you revert back to. But I wouldn't say it's a problem. No.
What was last year like for you in terms of not playing, I would assume, as much as you would like to?
Yeah, I mean, obviously everybody wants to play more. If everybody can play 40 minutes a game, that's a perfect world, but we don't live in a perfect world. I mean, I'm pretty sure stuff that you want to do that you can't do. And, I just had to take the cards I was dealt. But that's something that I like about Kentucky. You really have to work. When coach says you have to work for what you want, you have to work for what you want. And if I was to go somewhere else, it's not like that all the time. Sometimes stuff is given to you, and the stuff that's given to you always isn't easiest or what's best. So for the fact that I have to work and bring it every day is, that's something that you can't take for granted here.
How does this play on your mind? That more minutes for you could mean less minutes for Oscar.
I mean, I know with Oscar, he wants what's best for the team as well, and that's what makes him so special. He's such a team player, and obviously he rebounds the ball uncontrollably and does all that stuff. But you just love Oscar. He wants the best for everybody. So yeah.
What about the two of you playing together? What if that were to come about?
Yeah.
How do you see that playing in terms of roles or how each would
I
contribute?
think that, if me and Oscar were on the court together, obviously you would have rebound and toughness, and me and Oscar both can run the court, shoot the 15-footer, stuff like that. But I feel like that it could work, but it's something definitely have to practice on. You can't just, it has to be implemented before we do it.
Speaking of practice, how much does it help you just going up against Oscar every day?
Yeah, I mean, if you see Oscar in the games, it's the same thing in practice. We go at it, but I love Oscar to death. Like, the competition-wise that we have and how we compete in practice, it's more intense than the game because, I talk junk, he talks junk, and it's great. Honestly, I love practice. I look forward to practice, honestly.
What was your reaction when you heard he was coming back? Did that surprise you, or did you think he was coming back all along?
I didn't. When they said, I really didn't know. But he has his people that he makes his decisions with and stuff like that, and I respect his decision, and that's his decision. If he wants to come back, I think he did, what he thought was best for him. I have no say so because what do I know if he should stay and go? I'm happy for him regardless. Was he to stay or leave? I was happy for him
Was
regardless.
there any thought to, well, I'm back battling for minutes with Oscar?
I knew I was going to battle regardless. Like I said, nothing is given, or I don't want anything given to me because stuff like this, stuff that you go through like this, it builds character and stuff that you can take on, for the rest of your life, basketball or not. This is fighting for minutes might be some of the toughest things I've ever did, right, so far, and I can carry that lesson, give it to my kids, give it to anybody,
How much consideration did you give to the transfer portal? I mean, there's like more than 1,700 players who have gone through it this year. How much consideration?
Not really. It for a second or two, but not really. It wasn't something that played heavy on my mind.
Why not? I mean, logically.
Yeah, logically, yeah, but I was just talking to coach and talking to other coaches and talking with my family. It's just like, definitely, you always have people that want you to do something else, but end all be all, I had to come make that decision for myself.
Mitch, how much of the guys coming back do you guys talk about the St. Peter's game as
The St.
motivation
Peter's
for
game
next
is,
year, or did you
St. Peter's
close
game is over.
the page and move on?
Yeah, you don't talk about something that, it's over with. Like I said before, you take it with you, you learn from it, but if we sat and talked about St. Peter's all day, then St. Peter's won everything then, because if they're still playing in our mind, it's over with. There's no need to think about them, but you can learn from it, but it is what it is at this point. You can't do nothing about it.
Lance, Kyle's talked about really wanting to get you more minutes. What is it that he needs to see from you for you to get those?
Yeah, what we've been talking about is just improvement on skill. Obviously I play hard, gonna gain some weight. So I think when I gain some weight, I'll be able to rebound better, be more physical against other bigs. But the main thing is gain weight while keeping my agility and speed. So that's something that we're working on with the new strength coach, which is great. A great strength coach.
When's the last time you didn't play a lot of minutes? At what stage of your basketball?
Come again?
Yeah, when was the last time you only played 10 minutes a game or whatever it
Like
was?
before college?
Yeah, yeah.
Never.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
How did you navigate that adjustment?
Talking with my parents, just knowing we weren't promised nothing coming here. I could have went somewhere where I was promised to play, and even last year or the year, I could have transferred last year and went somewhere where I could play a lot of minutes. But like I said, coming to Kentucky and being able to fight for stuff, it just makes stuff a little bit different when you succeed. Because I really worked for this. I could go somewhere else and not do anything, and it was given to me. But I want everything worked for, earned, not given.
How much, with the pandemic, haven't been able to do a trip like the Bahamas?
Yeah.
How much do you feel like that trip this year will help a player like you?
No, it's gonna help me a lot. Like I said, being able to get out there and show skill, early in the season, early preseason, where we're gonna be playing against good competition in Bahamas, having fun, and being able to bond with the team. I think it's gonna be a big opportunity for me.
It's June now. Season doesn't start till November.
Yeah.
How much do you think everything can change, you know what I mean? Like we all, you guys may have one perception now.
Yeah.
How possible, how much change is possible and how you guys perceive everything come November?
I think what you're trying to say, I really don't understand, but I think that things can change day to day, you know, with going in the gym and people developing their game. People that you guys might not notice or think that might be an impact, you know, it always happens, you know, they might just blossom. And we have our goal, you know, play towards March, like Coach always says, use the season to learn and, you know, get better. But, you know, play towards March, as Coach always says.
And so, what did you see from CJ before his injury and just what he was doing with the team?
Shoot, he can shoot. Yeah, he shoot. Big leader. I don't know if you guys realize that, but CJ is a great leader. You know, team oriented, leader in the locker room. You know, stuff like that.
How does he show that? Lance? The leadership.
Yeah.
What does he do or say?
You know, he's been obviously somewhere else that was, you know, they had a good team. So he brings, you know, experiences from that, brings it over. But I think he shows you a lot. You know, he'll talk you through stuff. Even a guy like me, I'll ask him questions and he'll give me good answers and stuff like that. So he's a good teammate.